All right, I'm back on my Tektronix 2336, and I've created some little slidey things here. It's a two-part 3D print, so the little inner latch, and then if you want to close it, you need to release these latches here. There, this thing can pivot now. So I'll zoom out. This thing is pivoting, and then these little square things go into these two things and slide it together like that. And now it's completely locked, nice and tight. Yeah, that works really good. So the two parts are kind of sandwiched together, and there's a screw that puts them together. I used an old-fashioned screw to make it look nice. So, yep, so that's working good now. I think it's time to start on the other oscilloscope and see what I can think of about that one. Okay, this is the Tech 335, and it's got the cord that's been cut off of it. So we need to put a new cord on it, and we need to make sure we're not doing anything stupid like electrocuting ourselves here. Yeah, I'm not quite sure. There's some screws here. It looks like it's missing some screws too. I think these are just feet screws though, so I'm a little bit confused about this back side. I don't quite know if it slides all the way out or how it opens up, so we will find out together. Go read the manual. The manual tells you how to take it apart. Yeah, it probably does. Probably does. But we're going to use our extreme knowledge of old instruments and how they used to be put together and see if, yeah, see? I think it's just these guys here. Come on, there we go. If you spend all day long reading manuals, what good is that? What good is that? What joy does that bring you? Does that bring you joy reading old manuals? Actually, sometimes it does. There we go, see? This comes off the back and we can see what's going on. All right. So we have a big cap on the back. That's unexpected. What the heck is that guy good for? Why did they put him back here? Huh. That's kind of weird. Now I expect this would slide off. I would expect this would slide off. Oh, I see Tektronix goodness inside. There we go. All right. Oh, what a beauty. Joy forever. Something's rattling in here. Huh. That was kind of weird. Oh, you got to see this. It's a beauty. It's a beauty. Yeah, look at this thing. Sony at its best. Sony, it looks like Sony PC boards and stuff. Yeah, these look really nice. Look at all of the, look at all the gold in this thing. Look at all the tweaks. It's got tweaks everywhere because remember the inputs are over on the side. So this is the channel 1, channel 2. So yeah, tweak. Really make this thing go. It's got a weird thing here. Ah, that's what's broken. I knew something was wrong. See this? This thing here and this thing here. See, this one rotates. This one's working. So if there's this funny little, tiny little switch in the front that runs you for AC, DC, or ground. And this one ain't moving. It is not moving. So we'll have to figure out what's wrong with that. But that's the least of our worries. Danger, high voltage. Plus 15. I guess you adjust plus 15 right there. bottom, rear. Okay, good. Turn off level test point. Interesting. Oh, what's this? Does this come off? Oh, look at that. Woo! Let's see inside. Fuse. Fuse. It's got two fuses, a 2 amp, 1 amp, F. I don't know. It's got some fuses. Well, that's pretty good. I guess we'll leave this out for now because we need to get to the power cord and replace that. You want to see the other side though, huh? Okay. The other side is it's got a oops, sorry. All right, here's the other side, danger high voltage. It's got a thingy we can slide out of the way too. Anything exciting in there? Nah, just power supply doohickeys. Just those things. We'll put this back in. So we'll put it back in so I remember what side is which. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Oh, great. No, I can't even slide the slidey. Who is that IMSAI guy anyway? There we go. Okay. But look at this. Look at that. Nice delay line for looking at pre-triggering events. That is the sign of a nice oscilloscope. Let's see here. Here's a notice here. Clean switch contacts. Only use isopropyl alcohol or cleaners listed in manual. So these Tektronix switches are all gold on gold, and I kind of avoid them if I don't need to clean them, because you don't want to leave a residue behind or any stickiness behind or anything. Some of the contact cleaners have a lubricant, and you don't want to use those on the Tekt scopes. You want to have something super dry like isopropyl that completely disappears. But anyway, I avoid it if I don't need to do it. Don't do it, because it's a tricky. Okay, let's get around to the back here again. All right, here's our power cord. Here it looks like a strain relief. Oh, here's the power cord. Goes through the strain relief and comes out here. And then it goes inside the instrument right here. And, oh, a little white thing came out. I don't know where that goes. Maybe that was what was rattling in there. And this is one. No, these two right here. So we can remove the whole thing, put a new one in. I actually don't see a ground wire coming out of here. Anyway, we'll get it removed, try to put a new cord in.